back whenever I did smoke and everything, I was always able to get clean for a drug test, or
Sure.
I know guys in like medical programs and shit, so I could always get a bottle from them and whatever.
Yeah.
But I've never been dependent
Sure.
on anything in unfortunate ways that like I know people have.
Yeah.
Like someone very close to me, like she has a severe addiction problem.
Oh yeah.
And that's actually what wrecked my first week of this year.
No shit.
Yeah, so whenever I ghosted everyone, it's because I was trying to deal with her. And then that just went out the fucking window.
Fuck.
Yeah. But
Hope everything's good though.
I wouldn't know.
Really?
Yeah, no,
It's like
fucking
that, huh?
no, she fucking ghosted me.
Oh.
Yeah. Fucking I think like a week and a half ago.
Holy shit.
She's been my best friend since we were like 14.
Damn.
And then her life went sideways, and I gave her 16, 18 months of my life, love and support. And the second, I held up her world while it was fucking, the sky was fucking falling. Mm-hmm. As soon as I got her in the clear, second choice. So whenever I ghosted everyone, it's because I was trying not to put holes in the drywall.
Yeah.
Because I'm still, like, I'm fucking over it. Because one, her mom told me, move on with your life, fucking forget about her. Her sister.
Holy shit.
Her sister told me the same shit. She was like, you deserve someone fucking better.
Wow.
It's like, she can't love herself. How can she love you? And I was like, actually, yeah, fuck, you're right. Fuck.
Whoa.
And, yeah, that's just how it went. And, we've been off and on for like years. I've been up here the whole time. She's been in Oklahoma City.
Oh,
So
wow.
it wasn't anything new to me, but it was the matter of we've always talked things through, and we're like, this just isn't working right now. And then this time, like, it felt different because, one, she fucking ghosted me for one. I texted her on a Thursday, like a week and a half ago or so. I was like, hey, can we FaceTime for a couple minutes before, like, well, I pack my bag and go to the gym, just get like 10 minutes in.
Sure.
And she never responded. And also, my trust issues stem from, like, this is bad. This is really bad. My trust issues stem from, early high school. Like, I know when I'm being fucking ignored. Because if I could go to your Snapchat and see that, like, it keeps going up and I'm still fucking delivered, like, the silence is everything in that.
Yeah.
And I was trying, like, for that first week, because she was in prison for like a year.
Oh, no fucking way.
Yeah, she was in prison for a year. Before that, she was in a sober living program for 6 to 8 months.
Shit.
Judge a year ago was like, you know what, fuck that, here's 8 years. And 1 year later, she was blessed with the gift of getting out 7 years early.
Okay.
So she gets out. I spent the next week stressing about it because she had a arrest warrant in Dallas. So as soon as she got out of whatever prison in Oklahoma, got sent to county, they held her for a week because Dallas had an active warrant. So Friday came around, she got out. Dallas just, I don't know what happened to it, but Dallas didn't show up to
fish
pick her
to
up.
fry.
Yeah. And 4 hours is a long drive to go pick up one person.
Yep.
4 hours there, 4 hours back. And that was right before Christmas.
Yeah.
Christmas came around. I'm still unclear on what happened because obviously at this point I trust her mom more than I trust her. Mm-hmm. Her mom told me one thing, she told me the other. At the end of the day, she still fucking relapsed and almost died because of fentanyl.
Ooh.
So she was in the ICU for like 4 days. So come the next weekend, she's out of the hospital, she's home. That's whenever things got weird. I'm just like, what the fuck happened? Because again, this chick has been my best friend since we were like 14. Mm-hmm. She was the girl next door for like 2 years. And even after I moved up to Michigan, you know, I was still talking to her every day. We were still kind of on and off flirting, whatever the fuck's going on. And then just a week and a half ago, for whatever reason, just I texted her. She never texted me back. And I'm the kind of guy, I will text you once.
Not in the same way.
I know you will see it.
Yeah.
So if you don't respond, you don't respond.
Yeah. That's your choice.
Yeah. And then the crazier part is, like, I gave her the benefit of the doubt for like that first like 3 days before I was just like, I'm fucking done. Mm-hmm. Because like I said, she was locked up for a year. I was one of 2 people who made an effort to stay in contact with her, like love, emotional, financial support for like a year and a half.
God damn.
I was helping her before she got locked up. I was helping her pay for Uber to work. I was helping her fucking feed herself, for one, because she could only... The rehab place she was at was hella restrictive in a way that, you know, they're not rooting for you. They're
right.
overworking you. Like, they want you to have a full-time job, but you can't work full-time hours.
Interesting.
Yeah, because they're like, oh, you have to be off this day because we're doing volunteer work. And that happens like 3 days a week. And they're like, oh, you also have to go to, you know, AA or whatever twice a week on top of 3 like in-house AA meetings we have. And you can't miss those.
No.
So you're at 5 meetings a week, plus volunteer work, have to maintain a full-time job. Your rent is, you know, whatever it might have been. You're essentially working a full-time job part-time, and you could barely afford to live there to begin with. So me being me, just trying to help out the girl I've called my best friend for the last damn near 10 years, you know, I was sending her money. Not that I have real bills to pay, to be honest with you. Like, fuck it.
Still, though.
Yeah, there's like thought that counts. Like,
yeah.
You know, I think overall, like, I think I dished out like $3,000 or $4,000 to this chick.
That's a lot of fucking money.
Yeah, especially at the time, I was only making like $18-20 an hour.
That's a lot of fucking money.
And at the time, like, for sure, I was making $18 an hour.
Yeah.
And so, you know, a couple months down the road, come around, she gets locked up. She's been in prison for a year. That year comes around, she gets out, she overdoses. Next weekend comes by, it's like, I don't fucking know who you are anymore. Like, I'm not torn because of how it happened. Like,
sure.
I've been ghosted by 100 fucking girls.
Well, yeah.
They don't make a fucking difference to me. The part that hurts the most is, you know, she's been my best friend.
You're not some random fucking girl.
Yeah. She's been my best friend since I was fucking 14. And, you know, I'm still trying to find that fine line where did I lose my best friend to the addict in the back of her brain?
Yeah.
And so whenever I see like drug cases and drug charges and shit, I'm just like, give them the full fucking like 9 yards. Because it's, you know, guys like me who are close with people like her, who have those problems and people sell that shit willingly just to make money because they don't give a fuck.
Damn.
So whenever I see people, you know, overdose on, you know, like almost 100,000 people last year died from fentanyl overdoses.
Yeah, who was it that
Jelly Roll.
Yeah, I just saw his testimony. Yeah.
I just saw that today.
Yeah.
That shit's fucking
wild.
It's fucking insane.
Well, I don't want to derail you because you're on a hotter track than I am right now.
Yeah.
But my guilty pleasure on the weekends every now and then is to go enjoy some house music, somewhere, and I have a bunch of friends who do too.
Yeah.
Good handful I've seen like to powder their nose.
Yep.
Not my thing.
Yep.
But with everything going on in the world right now, I'm like, fuck. I filled 2 free scripts of Narcan I carry around now just in case something stupid happens.
Yeah.
That's just the world we're in, though.
Unfortunately.
Yeah.
It's fucking... Yeah, so that was why I was like, fuck this, fuck that, fuck the chat, fuck everything. I was like, my whole world fucking fell apart.
I'm gonna go throw some heavy shit around, yeah.
Oh, dude, like, you have no idea. Christmas came around, and I was talking to her throughout the day because she overdosed Christmas night.
Jesus.
And, I took my parents to the airport that night. And she texted me, I was talking to her till like 11 o'clock at night. And I texted her because she said she was going to go hang out with someone from high school who I'd barely remember. Like, if I see his face, like, I could tell his name, but like at this point in time, I completely forgot he existed because I haven't lived in Oklahoma City for since I was like 15.
Sure.
It's been fucking forever. I was like, oh, fuck, yeah, go have, like, I know you guys were close back in middle school. Like, go have a good time, fuck. And the last message I sent to her, just like, let me know whenever you get home.
Yeah.
I'm going to be asleep. Good night. I love you.
Yeah.
At that point, she was already, half dead on her bedroom floor.
Holy fuck.
Getting revived by paramedics.
Jesus.
And then I woke up the next morning. Still no response. She doesn't have a job. She just got out of prison. She's going to sleep in until noon anyways.
Yeah.
I went throughout my day because I had that day off. And by like 3 or 4 o'clock, I was like, something's not right here. Because historically speaking, like almost the last 10 years, whenever I don't hear from her for an extended period of time,
Yeah.
I'm just like, something's fucking wrong. I'm just like,
Something right.
Couldn't be. And I was just fucking praying. And then I was like I literally, like, I don't have anxiety problems or anything.
Yeah.
But I think this is like the closest or did have an anxiety attack. I was just like, something's not fucking right.
Well, after waiting long, especially, given
After-
all the history
yeah.
leading up to this
Yeah.
moment, like finally out,
Yeah.
everything's supposed to be downhill from here, like
Yeah.
it's supposed to be easy street, and then, no, I get it.
And then, 3 or 4 o'clock comes around. I'm just like, I got to get out of the house. Because that was around the time, I was going through all my inventory and everything I fucking own. I was like, what do I need to keep? What do I need to sell? What's going on eBay? Shit like that. And, I got to the point I couldn't fucking concentrate because I'm just like...
Yeah. Checking your phone every 5 seconds, yeah.
Literally.
Yeah.
And so I went for a drive. I shot up and down the street. If I go all the way to where it ends and makes a U-turn, it comes out to like 20, 25 minutes.
Gotcha.
I was like, okay, I'll text her mom as soon as I get back. But the whole time, I had the text ready to send in my hand. I'm just trying to, make the drive back to my driveway.
Mm-hmm.
The second my front 2 tires hit the curb in my driveway, I hit send.
Nice.
Before I hit the door, her mom texted me back.
Whoa.
Before I got in the door, I was already on the phone with her. And then she told me she was in the ICU. And that she fucking took pills again. And then not knowing what happened for the next 4 days. I don't know if she tried to kill herself. I don't know if this was a relapse, but dude, worst I've ever been. Like, I was a fucking wreck whenever her best friend had to text me that she had 8 years sentence the year before. Fucking wreck. I was on my way back from the hospital dropping off food to my sister because she gave birth to my niece the night,
Oh my God.
like 12 hours before.
What the fuck?
Dude. Like,
What a
we pull
swing.
out of the hospital, the parking lot. We hang the left, and I get a text from Hayden. I'm just like, because I knew that was the court day, and just like, I was just waiting to hear from someone. And then she was like, I have bad news. I was like, define bad. And she was like, 8 years bad. I was like, losing my mind.
How could it get any worse than that?
Yeah, right? You would think. And fucking hell, like, you know, I'm just trying to like process what was going on. My dad's driving us back to my sister's house, and you know, halfway through the drive, like, it really sat in, and there were tears coming down my fucking face, and I'm just like holding it in until at some point my dad noticed. He had no idea what the fuck was going on. He was just trying to get back to the house.
Classic
So we
dad,
could.
yeah.
He was like, "Let's just get you home." And
Dad, let me get the fuck home. I gotta get out of this fucking car.
I was like, "No, I'm
not talking about this shit."
Fucking just like point A to point B, fast as fuck, dude. Like, let's fucking go. And you know, fucking tears just running down my face.
Yeah.
We hit the driveway. I get out. I don't even go in the house. I go through the side gate and then go on the back porch. Dude, I'm pretty sure the whole neighborhood just fucking heard me just fucking have an emotional fucking breakdown. And then fast forward a year. I'm in the same spot. On my kitchen floor. 4 hours after, a couple hours after I dropped my parents off at the airport. Alone for the next 2 weeks. For the next 2 days, like, just fucking, dude, like, could not fucking cope with fucking reality. Like, as soon as I got off with the phone with her mom, I called Hayden and I was like, hey, is there anything she hasn't told me? Or have you been keeping secrets? I won't be mad, just like, you know, I just need to.
You need that closure, yeah.
And she was like, I don't even know what you're talking about right now. I was like, she's in the ICU. Because fucking pills and fentanyl. And she was like, what the fuck? And I'm just like, yeah. So, like, I'm crying hysterically trying to, like, re-articulate the conversation I have with her mom. And then telling Hayden. And I'm pretty sure, like, she sounded like she just woke up whenever she answered the phone. And so...
Hey, are you in there next to her? What the fuck?
And so fucking, you know, I'm talking to Hayden, and I'm just like telling her all this shit, and he's like, when did this happen? And I'm just like, it happened just a couple hours ago, or like last night. I mean, because this was like 20 hours later. It had to be like 20 hours later. And so, you know, I'm crying hysterically to this girl for 2.5 hours. Because one, like, God bless Hayden's soul, but, you know, she had a close friend die from overdose. Her sister also struggles with addiction, and, you know, then we have our mutual best friend going through the same shit again. We've been here before. We've seen this shit.
We know the pattern, yeah.
Yeah. And so she's, like I said, God bless. Like, I'm still trying to figure out how I can make up for taking 2.5 hours of her life to talk me down for my fucking hysterical
That's a good friend,
crying.
though.
Oh, yeah, no.
Yeah.
God bless this girl, man, because I don't know where I'd be without her. And then same with Andrea is another close friend of mine. She's down in Texas now, but I met both these girls in Oklahoma City, and oh, dude, fucking both of them. 2.5 hours with Hayden, and then 2 hours with Andrea the night before, because Andrea was a close friend of me and this other girl, and as soon as she found out she was out of prison, she was like, I want to come up, and, you know, we could all get lunch, catch up, whatever it might be, go get drinks. And I was like, that'd be fucking awesome, because one, I haven't seen her for at least closer to a year now. Last time I saw her was halfway through the summer, whenever I was down at GM Arlington. And so I was like, that'd be fucking great.
Yeah.
I'm going to be down there, like, you know, before all this shit went down, I had a plane ticket for tomorrow going into the next weekend. So, you know, at the time I told her, I was like, hey, I'm going to be there from like the 15th for like the next 9 days.
Hell yeah.
And she was like, hell yeah, I can make that work. I was like, can't wait to see you. And then not even 3 days later, it just like everything out the fucking window. Canceled everything. Haven't talked to her since.
Jesus.
Fucking. And then I told her what happened. I was just like, there's another half of the story that I need to update you on because it keeps fucking changing.
Ugh.
And then I got her on the phone again. I told her what happened, and she was like, you need a therapist. I was like, I do. Dude, I got the bill for the MRI. I'm just like, I'm never seeing a doctor again. The fuck? I pay $60 a month for a gym membership. That's all the therapy I need.
That's fair. No, but like honestly, first of all, thanks for sharing all that.
No, I had to explain to someone why the fuck no one heard from me.
That's not like a small deal. That's like a lot to share. And so like if you want any of that, pulled to that's like your private life. So feel free to. Cool. Yeah. No, I respect the fuck out of that, honestly. It's good that you have like the friends to like reach out to and call for as long as you didn't talk it out. Yeah. Like this is nowhere near like what you just went through. But like the first serious relationship I was in, I was dating someone for 5+ years, lived together. Yeah. I was going to propose to her in like probably 6 or so months at the time. Came home like first day after my new job. No indication, no nothing, no anything. Yeah. Just like, I can't see myself marrying you. And that was that. And I was like, all right, my family lives here, yours doesn't. That was it. I left, never spoke again. Yep. Like, that was it. Yep. That was it. And like, I literally just showed up my parents' deck. I think I was like smoking a cigar and just drinking like whiskey on their deck. I was like, the fuck are you doing here at midnight? It's a weekday. Are you good? It's Tuesday. And I told her, and she's like, are you okay? And at the time, like, it just happened so quick. I was like, I'm fucking fine. Like, it is what it is. I'm glad I learned it before anything happened. Like, it's fine. And then, like, months after, I'd go out, I'd come back home, and, alcohol is very much like a depressant. Mm-hmm. And, those nights, like, on the weekend after drinking, and, like, I was having fun. I wasn't by myself drinking. I was with friends. I was having a good time. But you have to be alone at some point with your thoughts. And I'd just be crushed. Dude. At the time, I had a good dude friend. He was in another state. And I was able to talk to him about it. We unfortunately fell out. But I was in a better place by then. But, like, I didn't really have many guy friends. So obviously I came into this group chat, which is awesome. I found a couple close by locally here. I used to go to high school with. We sort of reconnected. They're good dudes too. But no, having just guys you can talk to and hang out with, or just friends in general, like, in your case, even with the girls, like, it's totally fine. People you're able to just talk to openly about just shit that's going on, like put you in those tough places is so fucking important. It is. Because so many times as dudes, not even just dudes in the gun space, just like fucking deal with it. Yeah. Clock in, clock out, be a fucking man.
See, I need both energies.
Because... I do too. Everyone's a balance. Life's a balance. You can't just be like, I'm tough guy, I'm a hammer and I see a fucking nail. Like, sure, like society needs that, but every now and then you gotta like recharge. You gotta fucking decompress. Otherwise, that hammer's just gonna...
You gotta figure out where your fucking brain's actually at instead of just fucking ignoring it.
Exactly. That's extremely important. And like, you can't go too much the other way, or else you're gonna be consulting psychics to guide your life. And
and looking at the stars.
Exactly. Yeah. So like, it's a balance, and so all that shit's super fucking important. And so, but no, thank you again for sharing that. Because
it's hard because it's a lot easier because I'm. The ladies I mentioned, again, God bless their souls for picking me up off the fucking kitchen floor.
Hell yeah.
It's a lot easier to communicate those emotions with them because I already know they're, in sync with their emotions. They understand it. For some of my guy friends, definitely not all that there.
Oh, no.
No, we're fucking
the same for some of mine as well.
And, I know some of their histories. I'm just like, I don't think, I'm comfortable sharing this with you because I don't know where you are with your own emotions. Mm-hmm. Like, I can't get emotional support from someone who doesn't even emotionally support themselves.
Exactly.
Yeah. And then a couple of my other friends just don't know what to say sometimes.
No.
And just lack of, I know that, good intentions are there. They just have the terrible verbiage. in vocabulary where I'm just like, I punch you in the fucking throat.
Yeah, I got some of that, but I think the same people who suffer from that condition are like the people who like the biggest worry they have at any given moment of their life is like their sports bet not hitting. So I'm like, anything that I tell you right now is just gonna bounce right off. You're just not gonna fucking compute.
Like I got a close buddy from high school in which, the day after some of my friends were back in town because they moved for jobs and shit like that, and they're all met up bowling. I was like, 50-50 chance I'm there. And while I'm texting them, I'm still fucking having a hysterical fucking breakdown. And I'm just like, if I see you guys, I see you guys. And I fucking put my jeans on, I put my boots on, I grabbed my fucking hoodie, I just walked out the fucking door. I was like, I could see them for at least 30 minutes. I could hold myself together for 30 minutes.
Yeah.
30 minutes turned more to an hour, so like longer than I thought I could.
Yeah.
But, one of them, I wasn't very, I didn't try to hide what was going on with this girl.
Yeah. Sometimes you can't.
Oh, not at all, because like I said, like I've been best friends since we were 14. I've been supporting her for 16, 18 months. Longer than that, actually, just this consecutive streak of the last 2 years. And one of them just asked the question, how is she? And I just shut down.
Yeah.
And I was like, I can't talk about that.
Yeah.
I didn't even have fucking a water or anything at that table at the bowling alley.
I have nothing to do with my fucking hands.
Yeah, it's just like, I was just like, I can't really talk about that right now. And he was like, oh, fuck, sorry. And I was like, yeah, it's whatever. And then another one of my buddies who I don't think is all there in his emotions caught that like a fucking fish and just like, switched the conversation like immediately and just brought something else up. Because he saw how uncomfortable that question made me.
Yeah.
I was like, fucking, what, the one time.
What a show of empathy. Thank you.
The one time I needed someone, you fucking came in with that, no delay, just fucking picked it up where I needed it.
Yeah. It's another good group of friends, though. It's good to have, yeah.
It's great, but love-hate relationship, because...
Well, sure.
Yeah, it always is. Like
I have friends too where it's like limited quantity. Like after your quota's up, like we gotta take a break. Like, I gotta go on lunch or something. Like because if I spend another second around you, my fuse is just gonna go.
It's like I will die for every single one of them, but I'm very selective. I have to be selective about like the things I share with them because I know who'd be helpful with what situation,
Yeah, you can't.
And that's why, it's easier for me to bounce back to the people I met in Oklahoma City who know that problem.
Yeah, history, yeah.
Yeah, who understand me just as good as they do, but they also understand my problem just as well.
Yeah.
So, it's fucking, it was fucking tough.
Oh, Jesus.
And then as soon as I left the bowling alley is whenever Andrew was like, give me like 15 minutes, let me shower and everything, and I'll FaceTime you. I got like halfway back to my house, and I just stopped in a parking lot and sat on FaceTime for like 2 hours. And then she had to talk me down too.
Yeah.
And it's fucking crazy, dude, because like I said, I don't know, like, I will put money down on the mindset of the addict betrayed me before the mindset of my best friend.
Yeah. And
it's just unfortunate that we live in a world that broke her so deeply that, what happened. Mm-hmm. The addiction, the drug abuse, the whole 9 yards, everything she went through. We live in such a cruel world that this girl who was born in the Middle East overseas came to America because, everyone's chasing that, American lifestyle. It just fucking beat her till she was broken.
That's I guess I didn't know that fact. Overseas, how was it? Her parents who came over? Or was she born overseas and then came with them, or did she come on her own?
From what I recall, she was born overseas. She's from Iran.
Whoa.
Her family's from Iran.
Wow.
And she moved over to the United States whenever she was 3.
Holy shit.
Yeah. Yeah. Given, like, you know, that's the right age to, you know, make that kind of life jump.
But still.
Yeah. Like, I know her family. I know her sister. I know her brother. And then there's her. And it's just fucking, life just fucking kicked her till she was down.
Fuck.
Because her sister's smart as shit, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Her brother's, you know, about to graduate high school this upcoming year, I think. He's either junior or senior this year.
Damn.
And then there was just whatever the fuck happened to her.
Yeah.
As soon as she was the girl next door for 8th grade and 9th grade. After 9th grade, I moved up here to Michigan. Ever since I left was progressively getting worse for her. From the addiction, the drug abuse, her selection of friends, really.
That will really fuck somebody
That
up.
was 90% of it.
Yeah.
Because she, like, I remember she was grounded for, like, half of freshman year.
Mm-hmm.
I was the only one who was able to, like, come hang out to the house, you know? Because I was quite literally carrying this girl through fucking freshman year, dude. Like, half the time I was at her house, I'm just, like, teaching her fucking homework. Because at the time, she was probably too fucking high in class to fucking pay attention, unfortunately.
That's so tough.
Yeah. Like, dude, she was a piece of work, but she was willing to work with me at the time. And I was like, yeah, I could put in the work. Like, I will put in the work.
Damn.
And then I moved, her life fell apart. And then it just kept getting worse and worse and worse. And then felonies came along, prison came along. And then just having that history with her, I was like, I will pick you up until we both fall down.
Fuck.
Until, like, I gave her more love than I had for myself, to be honest with you. Like, it's hard to fucking articulate, like,
no, I think that's an excellent way to word it, honestly.
Yeah. No, 100% I did.
Yeah.
Because she was 75% of the reason, like, I had any appreciation for myself. Because, sometimes, like, for guys anyways, like, the lack of attention, the lack of whatever the fuck, just, in general, it doesn't make you, like, worthless, but, like, getting a little, like, pick me up here and there, it makes all the fucking difference.
Yes.
It really does. So whenever I'm wearing, like, my SOF hoodie or where the goth chicks at and shit, and people, dude, I wore the where the goth chicks you at the Vans store yesterday, and the second I walk in and I put my back to the register, the dude behind the counter is like, "Where the fuck did you get that?"
Dude, whenever I wear any of that shit out, I can count the number of flashes like I see from like behind you, people just taking pictures of it. It's like double digits every night. It's so funny.
Fucking amazing.
It's so funny.
But fucking where was I?
Whenever you wore stuff, compliments.
Oh yeah, so she was 75% of the reason I had any appreciation for myself, because at the time, over the years, she kind of built me up to appreciate myself and appreciate her. It went both ways.
Sure.
Like, we've had which, this is why I say, like, the addict stabbed me in the back before my best friend did.
Yeah.
Because there were 1,000 fucking conversations we've had, right, at this point in time. Probably 2,000, 3,000, 4,000. And I recall at least 100 of them, and I still, unfortunately, right now, I still have a lot of them saved to my phone. And so just copy and paste, just nice things we said to each other and shit. And you know, she, and I can partially quote at this time, she said, "You really taught me what love is and what love is supposed to be. And how I, like, you know, come to, like, love and appreciate myself. And I wouldn't be that without you. And I wouldn't be sober without you." So it's like shit like that. It's the pictures of, you know, the wedding venues on a shared...
Holy shit.
On a shared fucking camera roll album.
That's real.
Yeah. And then screenshots of pictures of us going back to fucking when we were 14.
Holy hell.
Like, I think I have a general idea of where I really lost my homegirl to her fucking addiction. So everything after that got deleted off my phone.
Yep.
But everything before that, like, I can't get rid of that.
That's fair. I totally get that. It's different. It's different times, it's a different person.
Yeah, it really was.
I get that. It's such a huge part of your life, too.
Yeah.
And from what it sounds like, you haven't, like, for who you, obviously, you were such a great person for being able to do that for her. It sounds like, to me at least, like you haven't just given up on being, like, that good of a guy still, despite how poor everything turned out.
Like, I was really hellbound on, I didn't want to, like, you know, show up the world.
Yeah.
But I wanted to, you know, I wanted everyone back home who had strong opinions about her to know that she was just fine.
Yeah.
Just, like, especially because, you know, I spent 5, 6... I spent, like, half my, you know, K through 12 in Oklahoma City. Mm-hmm. So, even with the back and forth and shit, like, you know, still a lot of people knew me from growing up, and a lot of people knew her. And how she was up until, you know, the end of high school. Everyone had a picture of her that, like, it was bad. Because I don't know if it was where I grew up in Oklahoma City.
A little small town, maybe?
Too big of a town.
Oh, really? Okay.
Too big. Like, you know, small towns talk, but so do big fucking suburban cities. And even, like, me and her being in 8th grade, my sister, who was a junior in high school, knew who she was. Whoa. But she also had an older sister who... Yeah, but she knew, like, the bad things. And then one thing leads to another. I was just like, over the years, I was just like, I want everyone we went to high school to know that you're doing just fine. Like,
good
if you ever show up to that high school fucking reunion, you bet your ass you're going to be pulling up in a fucking Mercedes.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, fuck them.
Oh, yeah.
And,
there's something biblical to that, though, too.
Yeah.
You know, Jesus hung out, you know, with some of the not so, like, highly looked upon people. Like, good for you. Yeah. If you saw something good in her, if you saw she was more than what other people made her out to be, whatever, you know, she got into, like, good for you.
Because I've, you know, I don't know how many people have seen it, but I have. Like, I know that she's got good in her heart. Mm-hmm. It's just, you know, her brain chemistry's unfortunately severely fucked up. Yeah. And, like, I've seen the good. I've heard the good, whole 9 yards. Like, I know she's got good in there. It's just the unfortunate battle is, you know, losing right now. That's
different story, but similar to the thing I had to come to terms with. I lost my prior relationship to bipolar depression.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And I was there, you know, especially leading up to it for the past, you know, 2 years leading up to it, right? Like, I was at home, working from home every day. Like, I was there as much as I could have been, but when they don't want help, they don't want help. Obviously, she was still trying to find it elsewhere. Yeah. Wasn't good enough. It ran the family. Just one of those things. And just something snapped. Some theories about maybe different birth controls changing the hormonal balance, because the second that happened, a completely different person came out. All the entire friend group she was a part of vanished, started hanging out with complete strangers, completely different lifestyle. Yeah. Everything flipped.
Yeah.
And it was one of those things where it was like, okay, nothing I can do.
Yeah.
Glad I found out now, because like I cannot rationalize with it. I cannot fix that.
Yeah.
And it's different from yours, but almost same in the sense where like I can put in 110%.
Yeah.
But until they, see and want to meet me, halfway, or like, however it is to fix this thing, it's just not going to work. And that's that.
It's just unfortunate nature of things. You can tell someone and you could make them feel all the love that, God's put into the world. And they just can't feel it.
No.
It's
sad.
Won't know it's there. And, especially me and my stupid fucking long distance bullshit I always get myself into.
Well, I'm in some long distance bullshit now too. my long distance bullshit's in another fucking country though, so I don't know. I'm in a pretty sad situation myself.
But I've always been good with my words. Always been good with my words.
Well, I have to agree with you on that.
Yeah. And so, I came to terms that, like I said, you can make someone you can't make them feel the love that you have for them. No matter what you do, no matter how hard you fucking try.
Yeah.
It
takes two.
They're, especially in my case, like, I know that her brain split into two, and my best friend's on the losing side of that, and probably will be for a while, until, she comes back around and decides to explain to me if.
Sorry, but
no, that's true. That's true. No, I had a couple friends fucking correct me on that. They're like, if. I'm just like, fuck, because it's just unfortunate fucking name of the game. Because I gave her 110% and a lot more than that, and whatever happened. Like I said, I'm over it. I had to download fucking Hinge again, dude. Did I want to do that?
God fucking speed, man. I've spoken on my experience with those fucking apps.
Myself, but I was like, dude, I need fucking distraction.
Hope you read up on your horoscopes and angel numbers.
Dude, I just harp on my cooking skills. And
there you go. All right, go-to dish if you need to impress someone with a dinner. What are you cooking?
Oh, I'm always fettuccine Alfredo.
Ooh, okay.
And then I give them the choice of either chicken or shrimp.
All right, smart.
Yep. 100%. Like, I will make that shit in my fucking sleep.
Fuck yeah.
Mostly because that's my favorite meal, and that's also the easiest one
to fucking make. It's a banging meal.
But I got a really good recipe that, always pleases the masses. So
there you go.
Yeah.
Not bad.
Yeah. So, unfortunately, I'm on those stupid fucking apps until I get a fucking distraction, but...
There you go.
Oh, well.
Don't let them beat you down, though. I had to get rid of it because I just got beat the fuck down on those things.
Yeah, it's a lot.
You either run into fake, just bots, people trying to promote OnlyFans, or other just bullshit.
Yeah.
And, the next person you meet is just a brainless fucking worshiper of the stars and numbers, and I couldn't do it.
The stars and numbers.
What's the term? Like, this is gonna sound so bad, but I saw a post called like hoflation. It's like dudes have to work 10 times harder than their grandparents for women who are 20 times shittier than
100%.
the women at the time. And like, not totally true. There's plenty of good women out there, but there's a lot of fucking, and it was Pageosity actually who said it. There's a lot of fucking useless women out there too who are just dumber than rocks, really contribute nothing, who want to contribute nothing, but want the fucking world.
Yeah.
And there's guys like that too, but I'm just speaking from a guy's perspective here. And so the apps just beat me the fuck down, and I lasted only like a month or two when I moved to this place after splitting with my last relationship, and I just sort of had to take a step back, just live in the real world and just wait for something to happen. But I get it. You got to get back on the horse. It only helps.
Like, it's mostly because I spent I've known her for so long and we've been off and on. I got really fucking good at talking to her.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So her plus like a few other girls I've been on and off with, I've been very selective about who I've been trying to like take into my life. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I just got to learn how to fucking talk to other girls now because all them are out the fucking window.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's a lot of fucking work because that's fucking years of fucking experience. Mm-hmm. Going on a resume that means fucking nothing.
Oh, I know. Yeah. I know. Yeah. Yeah. Can't live with them, can't live without them.
Yep.
Yep. I stood by the side. Like one of my good friends who I fell out with, unfortunately, I told him after I had, gone through my breakup and he was kind of running through a rough patch with his relationship, I was like, despite everything that happened, like I found like the best moments, on this earth. There's a lot of beauty and everything to enjoy in this earth, but the best moments I've had in this earth have been with just like a good woman who I love and who I know loves me. And like, that is like the purest form of happiness in my mind.
Yep.
And like, whatever you have to do to ensure that, like, do that. Smart, in a wise way, obviously.
Yeah.
But like, do that. Because at the time, I thought the girl he was with was the one for him. I'm not going to elaborate on that further. But I was like, because they were going through a rough patch, like, listen, whatever you have to do, make it work, man. Like, this, that's happiness.
Fucking hell. When?
I think it's raining, too. What the fuck is this state doing?
Dude, I don't know, man. I just work here.
Unfortunately, I live here. But no, like, it's just, that's like one of the things I hold. Like, my big thing is just like enjoying the beauty in this life in like a virtuous, like responsible way. And like, I found that little thing is just, it's worth pursuing. It's worth a lot of the headache and the pain and all of it. And so I still believe that.
It's a tough world out there.
It is. So look at us. We're more than just a bunch of gunslinging monkeys.
Oh, yeah. We're so in sync with our emotions and our relationship trauma. And
we deal with it by drinking, talking about it for 30 minutes, and then throwing heavy weights around.
Yep. Throwing heavy weights is the best therapist I'll ever have.
I'm going to have to agree with that.
Because it's just you, the weight, and gravity.
Yep.
And unfortunately, gravity wins every single fucking time.
Eventually.
Yep.
You got to keep pushing the boulder, though. Keep fighting gravity.
I'm still, because I was on a terrible fucking gym streak for a fucking while, because...
Oh, the holidays? Same. I fell out of it.
Dude, it's every time I go on a fucking family vacation, coming
Those
back...
are terrible, too.
We're always taking, like, at least 7 days. 7 days minimum. 10 days, 12 days, for fucking whole fucking 2 weeks. And then I get back... And then I go work out. I'm just like, I fucking hate everything.
Yesterday was my first day back at a class at my MMA gym. And when the new year comes around, coach always leans super heavy into cardio, trying to help people meet their weight loss goals.
Yeah. Yep.
At the end of the class, I laid down, was staring at the ceiling, and I was watching steam rise off my forehead.
Yeah.
And I was like, holy fuck, I have never seen that before. But there was like a couple times I thought I was going to pass out. I was like, dude, I cannot fall off like this ever again. Oh my God.
I think the last, what is it? It is the 12th. Wow, fuck. Wait, really? Crazy. Wow. That was like the 18th or something. What the hell?
I know it's 12th because next Friday is when the CQB League starts.
Yep. So, me describing my timeline was off by a couple weeks. Everything that happened was between Christmas and New Year's.
Close enough. No, because you mentioned like dropping your parents off and stuff, so it's able to be pieced together. It's not a big deal. But we're well over 2 hours here.
We seem to do that.
Yeah, we got 2 hours, 20 minutes.
Amazing.
I think Scoundrel's probably wondering why the fuck I haven't messaged him back.
Oh, fuck.
Let me ping him. He just said, more people than I expected are considering the conditions.
Is there a bathroom up here?
Yeah, right there.
Cool.
Right next to the TV.